Hi guys, it's Lord from Lord and Lady. Just got done playing another part of Space Marine for somebody that requested it, and it got me thinking about another potential Warhammer game I had in my Steam library that when it came out I played an awful lot of. So I figured I'd play a bit of that. Probably be just a one-off. These sort of real-time strategy type games, they're a lot of fun to play. I mean, this is just my personal opinion, but I don't know how much fun they are to watch. And name your force commander. I tell you what, we'll call him Fred. And he's definitely a recruit. So we'll see what you guys think of this.
Subsector Aurelia. This cluster of worlds stands on the very edge of the Imperium of Man. From this frontier came the Blood Ravens, a chapter of the Emperor's own Space Marines. Once and for all. Captain Davian Thule and a handful of Space Marines lead the raw recruits defending these worlds. Now, another Space Marine joins this desperate battle. A newly promoted commander, ready to lead in our darkest hour. You are this Space Marine. And you will tip the balance toward victory.
Sounds like a plan. Now, most people that are interested probably will have seen Dawn of War and Dawn of War 2. Dawn of War was one of the first games I ever played on PC. Got me into PC gaming, especially real-time strategy games. This one had some negative press when it came out with regards to the lack of base building and stuff, but I personally think it's just a different game, not a bad game. I say we'll play this, might do one or two missions. We'll see what you guys think of it. If it turns out that a lot of people enjoy it, we'll play some more. Let's get on with it.
Calderas. We Blood Ravens select our initiates from this world's fierce warriors. Calderas is the cradle and the future of our chapter. Now, the orcs would take it from us. This we cannot allow.
Scouts, stay in cover. Kill the orcs that are out in the open. Welcome, Commander. This is Captain Davian Thule, in command here on Calderas. We are battling the orcs that threaten this world.
There's one or two
You
of
have
them.
dropped right into the combat zone. I am north of you with several squads of our initiates. We are under heavy fire and losing control of our flanks. Move north and provide support.
Tarkus and Fred. So let me adjust the audio a bit. I think it might be slightly too loud. Alright, let's give that a go. Left click to select, right click to order. There's one thing I always loved about these games is the simple controls. I mean, obviously you've got shortcuts and you can queue up commands and stuff, but ultimately, nice and simple. I apologise if, for those of you that notice certain graphical effects missing, like shadows have been turned off completely. I figured it was we'd be better off going for the quality of the textures and the models, and tone down some of the effects to get it to still look reasonably pretty.
The orcs ahead of you are trying to outflank us. Eliminate them.
So you zoom in, detail on the actual characters is pretty decent. I mean, it's an old game now. There is a Dawn of War 3. I believe that I haven't played too much of it, and I think not a lot of people have in general, which is a shame. I had a lot of hopes for that one, but say Dawn of War 2 isn't going anywhere. It's certainly still a lot of fun to play. It might look like a lot of pointing and clicking, which essentially it is, but there's a lot of strategy involved. In between missions you have to sort of adjust your loadouts. Alright, see if we can throw a grenade in, clear a few of these out. Oh, look at that. So it's almost like the game with Space Marine played, just from a top-down perspective, I guess.
Reinforcements have arrived. Push forward, initiates.
Alright, let's get you guys up here and throw some more grenades. That was a lot of fun. Frag out. There's a slight cooldown on it, but throw one up here. Let's get you in. The other thing as well, as you can see, they just kind of get on with it themselves. Look. Say enemies and stuff drop war gear. I have no idea how that system actually works. I don't know if it's random or if you have to score a certain number of points. But there's some good war gear.
Fought, Commander. But the Greenskins will not give us much time before they attack again. I need you and Sergeant Tarkus to take charge of driving the orcs back. Move up to the ruins east of here and prepare to repel the next orc wave.
Right, let's move up east. Move to the ruins. There's a cover system as well, which I like. See it, green dots? It represents that squad would be in cover. Take our captain and put him out front.
Orc vehicle, stay in cover. That truck has a heavy gun. Oh, shooting! Let's
So it tells him to throw a grenade, and he's running out. Oh my god. Well, that couldn't have gone worse if I'd tried. Oh, he threw it though. Just there's nothing there to throw it at now.
Go get me some more boys. And these Humies are sparking up me truck. Back through the tunnel. More orcs and lots of cover to use on our approach.
And the yellow dots, I'm assuming is light cover. Throw a grenade in here. Every time I ask them to throw a grenade, they just run away.
Well done, Commander.
Hey, level up.
Those orcs have opened a path through the hills somehow. Move forward and seal it.
Shooting boxes, it's like a loot drop basically. Sort of refills your abilities. Again, you can get new abilities as you level up. Locate the orc camp. Right, we need to get you guys behind some cover. Use you as a distraction. You guys can throw some grenades in the tower. Oh, look at that. Nicely done, boys. Collapse the mine
Greenskins are clearly
entrance.
using that mine as a passage, Commander. Seal
Where
that
you off?
entrance by any means necessary.
Tell you what, we'll throw a grenade at barrels. Barrels usually explode.
Fuel and ordnance near the entrance over there.
Good work, Space Marines. The Greenskins will not be using that passage again anytime soon.
But the leader managed to escape through the tunnel before we could kill him. That was our chance to cut this invasion off at the head.
He will show himself again, Tarkus. And when he does, we will be ready.
Thunderhawks are en route. Prepare for extraction.
Seal the
So a lot of the missions just involve like go here, kill this. But I say there's a lot of strategy involved with the squads. You'll unlock as the story progresses. You get different squads, different armor. Eventually, you can turn squads into like heavy Terminators with big machine guns and stuff. It's a really good game. You have defense missions, which can be a lot of fun. It's like a bit like a wave defense type thing. If you've never played it before, because you might have been into Dawn of War 1 and then found out there was no base building in this one, I still recommend giving it a go, especially if you're a fan of Warhammer. There's a lot of fun to be had with this game. There's a few expansion packs as well, which are all good.
Strike Cruiser Armageddon, Commander. Calderas is currently facing a massive Orc invasion that threatens to spill over to the entire sector. Urgent distress signals are coming from other nearby sectors, but we must concentrate our efforts here. I need you to take charge of an assault that's stalled on the surface below. Drop to the point marked on the planet map and start pushing into the Orcs' flank.
Right, so this is your map of the current planet. On the right hand side you'll see your squads, and as you level up and you collect war gear and stuff, this is where you sort of load out, I guess. Every time you level up you get 2 points to spend. Different disciplines to put the points in. Basically you got health, ranged, hand to hand, and then like the energy bar, which if you've got like a force field, the more energy you've got, the better that will last and stuff like that. But this guy, I tend to play him as a melee, as a hand to hand, so I'll put both of his points into that. And we unlocked Battle Cry. For a limited time, the Force Commander performs special attacks with every blow, dealing damage and knocking enemies to the ground. Additionally, the Force Commander cannot be knocked down for the duration. So yeah, you notice these little pictures, these little symbols. When you've put so many points in, they'll all do different things. Like for example, you could play him as a ranged specialist, and then you get so many points in, he'll be able to use the big like rocket launchers and stuff that previously, like for me now, are unavailable. Right, let's see if we can give him some better gear. His standard weapon does 15 damage. This one does 18.8. So we plonk that in. And at the moment, he's got a melee damage of 21, melee skill of 17. And it's gone up to 27 and 17, so it's an improvement. Available accessories, we do have +3 accuracy. Might give that to the other guy, because he's leveled up as well. He's definitely one I want to focus. Range damage. 4.1, 5.2, so we'll put range damage from 11 to 14, and we'll give him the 3% accuracy. All these things that are in red, I can't really remember. I think they're from like a pre-order bonus or something I've had, or where I've bought the DLC. They're just currently they're like really good items. They're just locked. They have like a level. Like for example, this is a level 7 missile launcher. So even if this squad could use it, you'd have to be at level 7 to unlock it, essentially. And then we go back to our map and our available missions. We've got one mission available. Retake the hamlet. We'll probably do this mission, and then
the green
see how we're doing for time.
Over a hamlet outside Argus. This hamlet sits on a vital supply route, and all of Calderas could fall if we do not dislodge them. Sergeant Avitus and his squad of Devastator Space Marines held the hamlet alone, but they were finally overwhelmed. You must retake the hamlet and drive the Orcs back. To aid in this, I am assigning Sergeant Cyrus and his squad of scouts to your command. His infiltration expertise should prove invaluable.
Retake the Imperial settlement, and as a reward we'll get level 2 power armor. One thing I will say, this game does get a lot harder as you up the difficulty. But I actually played it. I tend to play games more for the story. I'm certainly not a completionist or anything like that. I just really enjoy playing video games of all types. Those of you that stick around long enough, I'm sure you'll see various things popping up on this channel. Some will be playthroughs, some will be one-offs.
Hard-duty stuff is naff. We should be out stopping you eating it like we did to the town. Wait, did you hear something?
Time to Armageddon. Cyrus to Armageddon. In position.
So we've been given another squad of Marines. These are scouts.
Space Marines, heartening news. Avitus, the squad leader who defended the hamlet, is still alive. The orcs incapacitated him, but apparently could not finish the job. Avitus is too stubborn to die. So it would seem, Cyrus. An orc guard position stands between you and Sergeant Avitus. Approach with stealth and eliminate the greenskins.
Approach with stealth.
Understood.
Realise who you're talking to. Oh, proof bolts. So apart from looking different and having different abilities, like the scouts, for example, infiltrate. Oh,
Bring down that guard tower, Cyrus.
Picked up some more armor. Right, so good example. Bring down a guard tower. So you could go in all guns blazing. We could have Avitus over here. Is it Avitus? What's his name? Tarkus, I do apologise. Sneak round the back, throw grenades in. But his scouts can go invisible. And again, if you invest in when they level up into the energy bar, this ability will last longer.
Out of sight, moving toward target. Foot soldiers trying to get him.
They cannot attack whilst invisible at the moment, at least. Hopefully, long enough to throw a demolition charge and then quickly run away.
Four guards eliminated. Excellent work, Cyrus.
Oh, leveled up.
Avitus's position is on your tactical display. Revive him so that he may
Bring
join
the rest
your
of the guys
attack.
up. See if we can help our fallen comrade. Oh, this one's Avitus. I knew one of them was Avitus. This is my favourite guy, has all the big machine guns.
Damn orcs found another pass through the hills.
There is a relay beacon near your position, Commander. Secure it, and we can deploy reinforcements to fill out your squads.
So yeah, as you play, you will lose. If you look on the right hand side, you can see a tiny little picture. It's like you've got the leader of the squad, and then these little green men basically represent how many members of the squad. You will lose squad members. That's guaranteed, pretty much. You can use these relay beacons to replace missing members, basically. Now you can just capture it with anybody, but I just tend to click all people, go here.
Reinforcements inbound.
There you go. Now Avitus has his squad mates back.
Excellent. Avitus and his Devastator squad are back to full strength. Now, push into the hamlet and eliminate those orcs, Commander.
You can also go inside buildings, which, especially on the defensive missions, is useful. Picking up lots of armour. So I have no idea what determines what gets dropped, what you pick up. I have no idea how many pieces of war gear are in this game. I just know there's a lot. Also, with a squad, you might notice what I did with Avitus then. This is his arc of fire. If you right-click but hold the mouse button, then move the mouse, you can position him directionally. I say it because he has a setup time. This is quite important, especially for like the defensive missions. You get a set amount of time in between waves, so it gives you a chance to reinforce your position essentially. And his ability that he has is focus fire. You turn that on and yeah,
Could be going for help. Stay alert.
puts him in crazy mode. Again, it uses the energy bar to essentially fuel that ability.
My squad should set up in heavy cover, Commander. The suppressive fire from my heavy bolter will keep the greenskins pinned. There. Devastator's ready to fire. Our heavy bolters are deadly, but they take time to set up and have a limited field of fire.
So they basically just explained everything that I'd already explained. As you can see, keeping them pinned down gives us a chance to essentially throw grenades at them, and they won't run away. I do love it when a flank comes together. See if we'll capture this relay beacon. We haven't lost anybody yet.
There is a second relay beacon near your position. Activate it to finish securing the hamlet.
I say, we haven't lost anybody yet, but it would save us having to run back to the other one if we did.
Excellent work, Commander. The hamlet is secure.
Fill up on my
More
grenades.
orcs are on the way, Commander. Set up your forces to repel the attack. This hamlet must not fall again.
Alright, we'll hide people behind cover. Put him over here, facing that way. Put our scouts in the building. And then we'll put old Fred over here. He can be the bait. It's a one-man army anyway, is Fred. He can take a beating.
On approach.
Yeah, let's switch his ability on. Say, oh, throw a grenade and watch what happens. Funny enough, it goes bang. But it does destroy cover. So you have to, essentially, the best thing to do is just run away if you see a grenade thrown. But you want to be careful in a situation like this. If you throw a grenade, you could end up destroying cover which you could advance to. So there is strategy involved. Let's get Fred in there. Luckily you can't shoot your own team. So we can have our force commander Fred chopping him up with his chainsword at the same time as the rest of your squads firing infinite amount of bullets into them. You see it as people get knocked over.
Well done.
A lot of
Space
good little
Marines.
animations.
Thunderhawks are on approach to return you to the Armageddon.
And that's the end of that mission. There are some boss fight missions. They're pretty intense, where you'll fight like one massively overpowered enemy. That's where I find your choice of armor, war gear, abilities makes the biggest difference. I mean, obviously we're playing it on easy, but the standard difficulty for getting to the boss does go up. They deal more damage, they take more damage before they die. But it's the boss fights I find. I did try playing this once on the hardest setting, and it just kind of took the fun out of it for me. That's just my opinion of it, I guess. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. See, this is the war gear we collected. We've got some decent armour. And we got the armour as the reward for doing the mission. Not all armour and weapons can be used by all squads, but it does make it quite
Well done, Commander.
clear who can and can't use
With
it.
the hamlet cleared, we can secure the main route into the capital.
The Greenskins knew to strike where we were most vulnerable, Captain Thule.
Cyrus is correct. Someone is agitating the orcs and pointing them at valuable targets. If we are going to win this war, we need to find out who is using the Greenskins against us.
And so the plot unfolds. Right, I won't spoil anything for anybody that hasn't played this game. There might well be some people that haven't played it that might want to play it having watched this video. Hopefully lots of people will watch this video and think, alright, that actually looks quite interesting, something I might enjoy. So please go and play Dawn of War 2. There's really good expansion, Chaos Rising I believe it's called. And then they did another one, Retribution, which works slightly differently. But the story is actually really good. So I won't talk about the story, because if we play any more missions, it will start, sort of the plot will unfold. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. Click on the little bell icon, just notify you guys when we upload some more videos. But from Lord and Lady, that's it for this one, and take care. We'll see you in the next one.